You know what, Paris, I'm going to start with you on this one.
Sure.
We watched, all of us, with fascination, the dinner in New York City, right close to where we are now, between the President-elect Trump and Mitt Romney and Reince Priebus. However, seen and learned that Trump wanted Romney to say publicly that he was wrong about Trump, but Romney declined. And the Secretary of State nomination, of course, you know, went to Rex Tillerson. What do you think?
Listen, I was live on television when that was going on this network, and I believe that, I said it then and I believe it now, that Governor Romney needed to apologize for what he did and what he said, because I think it was not passing the loyalty test. It wasn't. It sort of seemed like he was just being a political opportunist, if you really want my opinion, and it wasn't being true to himself and trying to.
And do you remember, Paris? I asked you. I said if other people didn't have to apologize, because there were other people who hit him really hard as well, including Chris Christie, who's up on the stage, Marco Rubio, and a number of people, a number of supporters, not necessarily Marco Rubio's not a big supporter now, but a number of people who support him now hit him really hard during the primary. Why would Mitt Romney, remember I asked, I think it was you that question, why would he have to apologize and not others? Because the difference between a Governor Perry and a Governor Christie is the fact that they came out to support him. And they actually went on the campaign trail in support of his candidacy. Governor Romney never did that. He criticized him, held multiple press conferences talking bad about him on national television before the national audience, and then wanted to become Secretary of State. His campaign manager did the same thing, criticized him as well before becoming his campaign manager. But the point is, after that, she became his campaign manager and supported him publicly. Governor Romney never had a time frame where he actually came out and said, you know what, I support him. He should be the president. He is qualified. He never did that. He criticized it and then said, I want to be Secretary of State, or was considered for Secretary of State. And I think he needed to apologize and set the record straight, because he never came out and supported him and said, you know what, this man is someone who I believe in and I trust him.
I'm sorry. I thought that we were supposed to choose secretaries of state based on who would do the best job as Secretary of State, not whether someone is willing to publicly humiliate themselves for the cardinal sin of having criticized Donald Trump, right? Mitt Romney didn't criticize Donald Trump because it was going to help him politically. It actually caused him a lot of problems.
And Hillary Clinton never criticized Barack Obama. Oh wait, she became his Secretary of State.
Right. So I mean, to me, what we learn about this is that it makes it more likely that this was simply an exercise by Donald Trump in trying to humiliate someone who'd been a political opponent, rather than a serious examination of whether Romney would have been the best Secretary of State.
That's not true.
No, it literally, the picture shows Donald Trump with this big grimace on his smile as Romney almost looks like he has to kiss the ring. There were 2 points to it, let's be honest. One was to humiliate Romney, period. And I've heard this, by the way, from credible sources inside Trump Tower as well. And the second, however, was also to sort of do this optical appearances of, we're going to look kind of like we're doing moderate sorts of things. We have Al Gore come in. We meet with Romney. And so we maintain the ability, and people have actually cited this. Trump people have cited this to say, oh, look, but he's not going to be so bad on the environment. He met with Gore. He's considered Romney for Secretary of State. But what matters with Trump is not what he says, is not who he meets with, it's what he actually does. So then he puts in someone who doesn't believe in the EPA to run the EPA. He puts in an oil executive to run foreign policy, to run our diplomacy worldwide. So, but he tries to sort of make it not look so bad by parading Romney around.
I'm gonna like trademark Paris logic. I love that, Paris. Paris, I love having you on the show. I love the conversation. Thank you.
Anytime, my friend.
Thank you, Paris. Thank you, John. Thank you, Peter. And thank you, Sally. I appreciate it. When we come right back, how will Donald Trump change our policy in Syria, and will it do anything to stop the carnage?